What's up guys, and welcome to the second part of my Ghost Recon Future Soldier walkthrough. Today we're going to be doing the second mission, which is pretty obvious. Now this is a lot longer than the first one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have to cut anything out as from now, but if I do, I won't cut any main parts out, I'll just cut out like the long combat parts. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.
It's a big rig, that's all I'm saying.
She got that 6.7 liter V8, so I mean, I figure she's the better deal.
30. Live on a base, not a ranch. That should work. You don't need that 6.7.
Just saying, man, she's the better deal.
Try it now.
How's that?
We need to get spun up ASAP.
How long does the team need?
Prep? About 30 seconds. Just got the green light, people. Let's get it together. 30. Douse that. Pepper. Kozak.
So they actually got those working. Not bad.
Hey, well, the tech works great till you try to move too fast in it. What's he up?
Warlord. Hiding in a refugee camp. Sounds like he's got the same supply as our friends in South America. Intel's on the MRT.
The man you brought in, Paez, coughed up about 100 names. Most of them are small to mid-time players in South America. But we did dig out one unusual connection. Gentlemen, we're heading to Africa. Paez's gear was only part of a larger shipment. Another part went into Zambia, to a man named Dede Makaba. Makaba's an Angolan warlord and war criminal. He fled Angola and crossed the border into Zambia, where he set up shop right in the middle of a refugee camp. He's got a fresh shipment en route. Makaba's just a means to an end. Your priority is intel on the source of that shipment. Our window's tight on this, so it's gonna have to be a daylight raid. The local contact will get you into the camp. Find Makaba, find his shipment, and find his source.
Right, so now we're going to start the second mission in the game. Now, this one is a lot longer than the first mission, like I said in the intro video, so I'll probably have to cut some bits out. Now, I believe I've already done the challenges in this. Yeah, I've already done the challenges, so we won't have to worry about them. But what I have done is I've changed my class, so I'm going to use a sniper with a suppressor on it, because this is a really stealthy mission. Like, for literally 90% of it is stealth. So I'll be using that, and a PDR, and I'm keeping the frag just because of the last bit, which might help out a bit. So that's it, that's pretty much it for this mission. Yeah, we finally unlocked the camo as well, and the magnetics is sort of like a vision which you can see through walls, like scalar vision on Splinter Cell, if you've ever played that. So yeah, we finally unlocked the camo like you saw in the video, the intro video. So yeah, let's get started with this mission, and I'll see you after the next cutscene video or whatever's going to happen next. So I'll see you in a bit.
Para o caminhão! E põe marcha ré aí! Malandra! Che, não estamos falando com você! Vem, vamos dar um passeio. Vão vocês, vou descansar um pouco. É, não demore, sai da estrada. Não te preocupa, irmãzinha. Eu vou te cuidar de você. Tá leve. Para de chorar. Não chores. Ei, Che, tenha calma. Tenha calma! Malandra!
Say the word, Captain. Quietly.
Right, so this is pretty much the first mission where there's true stealth involved. Like there was a little bit in the first mission, but this is where all the sync shots get introduced, and obviously you have the camo now. So the way the camo works is you can stand up like this, but as soon as you move when you're standing up, you lose it. But you can crouch and you'll always have it. And obviously, if you're crouching, you're harder to see. But if you're lying down, it's a lot harder for them to see you. So you can walk up to someone, like, and they might start to, you know, become a bit suspicious of something, and then if you lie down they can't see you. I'll give you an example in a bit, but now I'm just going to show you how to do the sync shots. Now obviously it helps that I've done this before, so I know exactly where where around all the enemies are. So I think they changed, like the amount of enemies, they change a lot, like they don't change the positions but how many there are, if that makes sense. But there's 4 here, there's 4. So if you are looking for a way to do this with like stealthily, then hopefully this will be a good guide. I don't know if I'm going to get seen. Hopefully I won't get seen. I'm about to get seen. See, that's an example like how if you're crouching they can see you, but as soon as you lie down they can't see you very well. So this is on veteran right now. If it was on realistic, obviously it's a lot easier for them to see you. But this is what you want to do. You want to get pretty close to this guy until it says stealth kill, and you want to get your shot on the person you're aiming at, and then as soon as you shoot just tap X and you'll grab this guy at the same time. So that's a tactic used in a lot of the missions, and it's really helpful to take out 5 guys when there's only 4 of you, obviously. And you could do the same thing if you have a person playing with you, like to take out 6 at once. So that's why I say it's a lot more fun to play with another person. And obviously if you have different classes it makes it a lot easier. What the... alright then. Okay.
Do not engage.
So there is way... I'll show you in a minute after this. Like there's like little like sort of like dodging maneuvers you can do, like you can roll like this. This is like, obviously this isn't really a dodge, but this is something like that makes moving around quicker when you're crawling. And also when these guys have gone past, I'll show you. You can also do like a roll like that, and when you are running you can also do a dive. No, wait. You can also do a... No, I can't do it for some reason. 1 second. You won't do it. 1 sec. Maybe you have to sprint and then... Alright, this is going to bug me. How do you do it? Oh, it's just really annoying. I can't remember how to do it. Oh, I'll have to figure that out at some point. I can't remember how to do it.
Over by that car.
Alright, I'll figure that out. Anyway, that's really bugging me now.
Camo activated.
Oh, how do you do it? Can't remember how to do it. Right, we'll leave that for now. We'll do that in a bit.
Spotted 2 more.
So I know there's one here and there's one on the ridge up ahead. There he is. Right, I'll take this guy out.
Ready.
So you can see how easy the sync shots make it. Like, oh crap, there's another one on the right. Take him out now before everyone else sees him, because he's going to be an issue later. So good to get him out of the way.
I'm reloading.
Now, obviously the sync shots make it a lot easier, and it increases the teamwork in the game. Like, so it's not just you telling people to do this, do that. I've always liked that about this. Like, you don't have to give your teammates orders. All you have to do is like mark the targets, and then you can either tell them to shoot, or when you shoot they shoot at the same time. So obviously it makes things a lot easier and a lot more, what's the word, like everything flows a lot more, which is better. Now I'm going to show you the magnetic vision sort of thing. So what you can see is like all the enemies are highlighted. It won't highlight the civilians, like it'll only highlight the enemies, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. And obviously you can see people through walls, and you can also, I believe, you can shoot through walls, like with powerful weapons anyway. Like you can shoot through weapons like walls like this when you're doing these sort of shots, and any shot really. So it really helps to like mark out all your targets. But for here we can just take these ones out like that. There we go. I think that's all of them. I hope. Can't see any more. No, it's just clear. Cool. So that is pretty much the first like little part of the mission. Now it's going to go into another cutscene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the audio here, and when the cutscene's over I'll start it again, just to make things a bit easier for me when I'm editing the video. So I'll see you in a bit.
That's one big camp. No way we find Macabre and all that without help.
We wait for a view from upstairs, we might lose him.
30. We go into that mess blind, we lose him for sure. Overlord Hunter, we need a SAT scan of that refugee camp.
Overlord copies. Stand by, we'll push it to you.
It's a powder keg down there, gentlemen. Humanitarian crisis doesn't even begin to cover it. Macabre's thugs control everything. Food, water, medical supplies. And what they can't control through possession, they control by fear. There we go. That's our man. Once you're inside, track him down, and he should lead you to the shipment. Makaba controls everything, one way or another. Everything begins and ends with Makaba. He's your top priority in there.
Roger, Overlord. What's the ETA on our ride?
Your contact's already on site. He'll have to keep a low profile. Just try not to draw any attention to him. He's putting a lot on the line to get us in.
Copy that. Hunter's moving to rally. Sir?
Right, so we've just in a little air view of the base, and we've got to find the guy. I forgot his name already, and he's going to tell us. Well, we're going to find out where the weapons are, or where the weapons come from, or something like that, using the black box in the plane, which we'll get to in a bit. So this is the part I was on about. Actually, I can't remember if I said this or not, but yeah, we're pretty much going to get smuggled into the camp using this guy, and obviously he's been being a bit held up right now. So this is like the real start of the mission. So it's just been a bit of a tutorial, like how to do stealth for the first part. Now this is where the mission really starts. Now when we get into the camp, oh god, I'll do that. Yeah, when we get into the camp, we won't be able to be seen for a bit. I'm not sure how long it lasts. But what happens now? We're gonna have to sit in the back of this truck for about 3 minutes. There's nothing important, he says in there. He just pretty much says make sure we don't get caught and move stealthy or something like that. So I'm gonna cut this part out, like when we're moving in the truck. So don't worry, you're not gonna miss any important info or anything like that. I'm just going to cut this part out because I want this video, like I said, this mission is going to be really long, and I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes because it will take about 48 hours to upload it, believe it or not. So I'm going to cut this part out now, so I will see you when we get out the truck. Right, so we're just getting out the truck after our little journey. Like I said, all he said was make sure you pick your shots carefully and be stealthy as possible, whatever. So this is the real start of the mission, in my opinion, so we need to infiltrate this place without being seen. Now, like I said, this vision is going to come really handy in this because there's a lot of little tents and huts and stuff, and you can see through them all. And it's a lot easier to mark all your targets. So, starting here, I think it changes as either 4 or 5, but I think it's 4 this time. And there's also one on the roof to the right over there, somewhere I think. So we'll take these guys out first. Just like that. Now, a really good useful thing about this is when you've got your camera on, you can actually move from cover to cover like this without being seen, which is really useful. Like if you were to sprint while playing the game, like you'd be your camo, like you lose your camo straight away. But when you're moving from cover to cover, you don't lose your camo unless you're getting shot at, I think. So that's really useful to use. Right now we can see through all these huts if there's any enemies yet. There's one there. And I think there's one over there. There's 2 more up here. So we'll take this guy out first. I'm just going to get my close quarter weapon out.
Right over there by the tree.
I'm just going to demonstrate a shot takedown. Like you might be able to, like if there's another person really close, they can often hear it because I know you're using a suppressor, but it's still relatively loud. So I always use the normal takedown, and it improves your score because the more bullets you use, the more you get marked down for losing score. Now I'm going to try and take this guy out. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm just going to run at him. No, I'm not going to run at him actually. I'm just going to sneak up to him. Ready. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So as I do that, the other guys will get shot, obviously, as you've probably seen at the start of the mission. So, right, I don't want to keep the whole walkthrough in this vision because it like, you know, it ruins the environment. I know the graphics aren't the best in this game, but it's nice to look at everything. Everything's pretty cool. Everything's going on around at the same time. So I'm going to try and take out as many people as I can. But there'll be certain times where I'll just let the CPU take everyone out. Not everyone, but like take some people out, just to show you what it's like. I always find it funny how you can walk around these people and they don't know what's going on, and then like oh, I always love doing that. It's so funny. But oh, she just like talking to herself, and then you just poke up, and then they're just like, what? They all look so confused. But like, I haven't got a choice here. I have to let the CPU do it, which sort of sucks. But so, like I said in the first mission, I don't know why you're not the ghost lead, but it doesn't make much of a difference. So like, usually the way it goes is player 1 is the person I am now, which is Kozak. And then player 2 is Ghost Lead, and then player 3 is Pepper. I think Pepper's the sniper one. And player 4 is that guy there, 30k. It doesn't really matter, you just have different outfits. You can have the same weapons. You're not forced to have certain weapons or anything like that. So, you know, it's good like that. Now, like I said in the first mission, I think the people that, well, I'm pretty sure the people that die in the prologue mission are the people off the old game, which does really suck because obviously, you know, everyone's got an attachment to them guys from the first game, and they do look a lot better. They look like, their outfits look a lot better, in my opinion, but, you know, it doesn't matter too much. Right, so this is the guy, this is the part where you have to follow him, right? So, I think there's a challenge here for eliminating everyone in the base. Can I have a look? No, I'll have a look in a bit. Without getting seen, obviously. Let me just have a look really quick. I'll assist you guys with it. Eliminate all the soldiers who have taken control of the refugee camp. So that's everyone we've seen so far. So earlier I might have said there's a guy up there, I think, on the... I quote myself. Earlier I said, I think there's a guy up there on top of the building. If there is, make sure you shoot him, because I don't think there was one there for me. Just double check there's not, or it might be here actually. No, sorry, just forget what I just said. I think he's over here. So you want to take these guys out. 1, 2, 3.
On you.
There's 3. I thought there was 4. The fourth one. So yeah, this is the guy I was on about. So don't worry about what I was just saying. So this is the guy I was on about on top of the building. Take him out as well. Sometimes there might be a 4th one, so you have to make sure there's not.
I'm reloading.
And then you just have to follow this guy around, being careful, make sure you don't get seen. Just use your magnetic vision, and it's really easy to see if there's anyone around.
Target down.
Like, often your teammates will say, be careful, you don't want to spook him, like, if you get too close, don't worry about it. When you get here, just make sure you don't get seen by the truck that comes across in a minute. I don't think this guy counts. I'm pretty sure anyway he doesn't count for like the challenge. Like, there's a guy in here driving it along. I think he either stops later and you get to kill him later, but don't worry about him now. I think, like, I'm not 100% certain, but if you want to take him out just to be sure, he's just on the right. He's waiting in the right over there, just on the right of the tent, so you can take him out before you proceed. So another demonstration here, like if you want to run across here really quick, you can do it like that without losing your camo. Now you want to leave this guy and you want to move over here and take this one out. Like, you obviously can use your gun if you've got a silenced one, obviously, but I just don't like doing it. I always like grabbing people and taking them out from behind. It makes it a bit more of a challenge and a lot more fun. So now we can use our magnetic vision. This is the guy I want to take out next. I believe he's going to wander off on his own. You know what? I'm going to use my bipod just for the fun of it. Wait for him to clear off a bit. Now, when you have a bipod, it doesn't make much of a difference. It's a lot more effective with an LMG, but with a sniper, it's also really helpful. Like this. There we go. Beautiful. It like completely removes the weapon sway. I've just realised I haven't been talking really close to the mic like I should have been for the last like 2 minutes. So the audio might increase in volume a bit here. Okay, right. From what I remember, this part is almost over. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out of this. Like, probably won't cut any of this stealth part out just to show you guys, but like, I'll cut out a bit of the action a bit later. There's a part after this where there's a lot of... Actually, I don't know if I'll cut it out. We'll see what happens. So you want to take... No, we don't want to do that. Right, this... No, that one and that one. Alright, I'm going to grab this one. Right, now there's a little... There's a way to get around the next part really quickly when you're taking out Macabre, I think his name is. So don't go past this truck or anything, or a cutscene will come up. You just want to mark that one, and you want to make sure Macabre, yeah, that's how you say it. You want to make sure you mark him as number 4, because that means that you'll be the one to aim for him then. And you can either shoot him or you can walk up to him and grab him, which is what I always do. I always find that pretty cool as well. So this is where we find out about where the weapons are hidden. So I'm sorry if I'm revealing a lot to you. I suppose this isn't really a walkthrough. I suppose, like, if you've subscribed to me and you've watched this video, then you'll know that, or if you've subscribed, yeah, if you're subscribing now, you will know that this is an old game. Well, no, you'll know that anyway, but like, I've played other games like this before. They're pretty old games, the ones I've played so far, like Dead Space and all that. So, you know, if you've watched this game before and you're just watching it for the fun of it, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything if you haven't watched it before. So I'm sorry if I am. Like, you know, I'm not forcing anyone to subscribe or anything like that. I just do this for fun, like I said in the first part. So, right then. Like I said, now that we've got everyone marked, we don't have to rush. We can just wait for our camera to come up and we can just move up and grab everyone straight away. So that helps a lot. So this could be sort of like, you can use this video as a guide for the challenges if you want, you know, like as well as a walkthrough. So there you go, simple as that. Now I believe there's 3 or 4 more people. 1, 2, one on the roof over here. We'll take him out without marking him because no one can see him anyway. Right, he's done. Now, right, I believe there's 3 more. 1 over there. Oh, I need to get in cover. 1 there, and I'll let the computer take these guys out. I don't think there's any more. Hopefully there's not, because if there is, then we're gonna have to start some combat. So you can just hold down RB and the computer will take down all their marked targets if you don't have anyone. Or if you want, you can aim at them and then just as soon as you shoot, all the other, well, the computer will shoot at the same time as you, which is also pretty helpful. Oh god, okay, right. There's still a couple more. Right.
There's another one.
Grab this one.
3 o'clock.
I don't know if you can do, oh god, I don't know if you can do corner takedowns. I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. I can't remember. We'll find out. Hang on. See if he comes around here. Oh! I thought he could, but maybe he wasn't close enough. Right, I was pretty sure he could. No. So now we're gonna do a little. I'm gonna do another cut in the footage because we're gonna do a bit of a. Well, this bit's sort of important. It tells you what we're gonna do in the mission. But after this, we're gonna get in the truck again. So I'm just gonna cut that bit out. Nothing important in there. And then we'll be on to the next part of the mission.
I'm looking at satellite coverage of the airstrip. It looks
so,
like Macabre shipments arrived and are already
these points, this point happens a lot in different missions where you just sit here and it tells you a bit of the story. Sometimes they do go on for a bit, which is kind of annoying, but I will not cut these parts out unless they're necessary. But like I said, they do happen a lot in the throughout the game. So hopefully, if I do carry on with this series like to the end of the game, if you guys like it, then you know I will not cut the important parts out, like I've said. But this one's relatively short, I think. So I always say I'll try not to talk over the cutscenes, but I always end up doing it just because I don't like, you know, just being silent for ages. I just can't do it on my own. Like I said, I have done Let's Plays and stuff on my own, but I mean with other people, but I don't think they're as good as when I'm on my own because I can talk easier on my own. Like I feel like less, you know, pressured into talking, if that makes sense. But anyway, we're going to cut this part out, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back with this little part of the game. So this part is pretty easy. This is another part. I don't know if there's a challenge here. If there is, I will have a quick look. But it makes it a lot easier if you have like a light machine gun or some sort of machine gun. I've got the PDR, which will do. Right, let me just look. Kill 10 enemies. Yeah, that'll right. So we've done all the challenges by now. So this part is pretty easy to do stealthy. You want to take these 3 guys out first. No, not that one at the back. You want to take, right, where are they? That one and that one. So I'm going to let the computer take a lot of these out just for time. Yeah, just for the sake of time, and I'm going to take these guys out of the back because...
In the building.
Oh, did I get him? No. Oh, okay, right. Well, apparently I missed. Alright, we can actually see some combat. That's going to be good. Right, now I think the plane's probably going to take off, so we're going to actually see some good action now. You want to shoot the engine, obviously. Well, it's not that obvious sometimes. It's just, like, when you're in combat, it can seem a bit difficult to see what to do. And as soon as it bursts into flames, just leave it. It's going to go down. Now, if you do want to do this bit stealthy, once you've taken out the 3 guys that I took out, there'll be 2 more here, 1 more on this little walkway, and 1 more just in here, and you take them out at the same time, and then you want to take this guy out and this guy out at the same time, and then there'll be 4 more, like just in here. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't come in like anywhere past like this point, because as soon as that happens, the plane's going to start taking off, no matter what, even if you haven't been seen. So try and take them out, and then as soon as you took them out, you can take your time in taking the plane down. Right, we should take these guys out now. Right, I think you can, I know you can definitely do it online. Like you can go up to people from the front and take them down, but I don't know if it works on single player. I thought it did, but I haven't really had much of a chance because as soon as you get seen, they often just shoot you straight away. Online, there's a bit more chaos and confusion, so right, I'm going to take this guy out. I don't know how I missed that. I'm pretty sure there's no bullet drop in this game, unless it's just because I was standing up or something. But right now, what's going to happen in a second? There's going to be a big sandstorm. or this sandstorm here is gonna take us out. And what's gonna happen? We're gonna have to walk through the desert like towards the next base for literally about 5 minutes. Just walking next to your teammates. No one says anything. It's just literally just walking. So I'm probably gonna cut this part out just for the sake of time. So yeah, we take these guys out, and then we have to walk through the desert. It's a lot more than 200 meters, I assure you. So we're gonna have to walk through the desert, and then I'll cut back in when I get to the next part of the base. So, right, clear. So, right, we're getting hit by the sandstorm. So now we've got to walk quite a way, so I'm going to cut until we get there. So I will see you guys when we get there in a bit. Right, so we're back finally. Like, another annoying thing about that part is you have to walk all the way. You can't run or anything like that. It really sucks. That's why it takes so long. But now we're in the next part of the camp. So I believe there's a convoy. Yeah, that convoy is going to walk past in a minute. Now this is where the magnetic goggles. I think they're called magnetic. What are they called? Magnetic view. Yeah. So this is where they really come in handy, because if I take them off, look, you cannot see anything. And obviously, when you're camoed, it makes it like the enemy really cannot see you. So like, no matter what, like I've walked right up to this before on easy difficulty anyway, and they haven't seen me. So the only thing you don't want to do, don't want to stand up, because that does make you visible, obviously. So now, from what I remember, we can do this bit stealthy as well. You can do the whole mission stealthy, literally, until the last few minutes. So you want to take this guy out. Like I said, for these few people, I'm going to let the computer take them out just for the sake of time. And it's a lot harder to aim on this bit, because like the sandstorm makes you, as you can see, like you're aiming, shake a bit. So I'm just going to let the computer take them out for a bit. Right, now we have to take him. Oh, no. Alright then. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. That never usually happens. Oh, well, that sucks, doesn't it? So, usually that does not happen. I suppose this is making me look really bad, but whatever. So, I guess it's probably because you're not supposed to take that guy out on the roof straight away. So what you'd usually do is, oh, it's because I took him out right there. So you want to take him out when he's a bit over there, just a bit further back. And then you can take out the guy on the turret, these two, and then this guy at the same time. And then there's two more just over here, around here. Using your magnetic view, you can see them easily. And then when you move around here, I don't know if they're still over here now. I can't really tell, but if they can, this is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate how you can shoot through the walls. Like, oh wait, like that, and like that. See, so that's how the magnetic view is really helpful. Like, especially if you're playing this on realistic, you can just sit right at the back and just shoot through the walls like like this. I always found that really funny. Well, it makes it a lot easier as well. Right, so here, it also, the sensors, like, it may seem like the sensors are useless now, but the sensors, like, as you notice, like when people are really far away, you can't see them. The sensors are useful for like seeing people in the same place, and obviously when you use them, look, it will make them shine bright red on the screen, so you know exactly where you are in normal vision. So that makes it a lot easier. But what would also make it a lot easier if I didn't get seen at the beginning anyway. Right, so we cleared the area, not too much trouble. That's pretty much it. Nothing interesting happened, just me shooting a bunch of people. So now we've finally reached the area. Like, I've probably skipped a good 5 minutes out of that. Nothing interesting, just me shooting a bunch of people. Obviously it goes a lot quicker if you don't get seen, because not as many enemies spawn. Now, this bit, I'm gonna try and do it stealthy, but like, there's no way to do it. There's a certain part where you have to be seen, but you can secure the crash site. You have a time limit, that's plenty of time. You can secure it without getting seen, which is it. It's not too difficult. You just have to be quick on the trigger, which I've proved I'm not very good at today. So, but we'll see what happens. So you want to mark the first few guys on their own. Now you'll see at the back there's a bunch of people. One sec. There's a bunch of guys over there, and you can take these guys out at the same time. So if you tell your teammates to shoot, and then you shoot these guys like that. There you go. It's that easy. Right, sweet. That saves you the hassle of messing around with these guys for a bit of time. Right, now we're coming towards the end of the mission. Now this is the plane we shot down, which I don't really understand how it's not. Well, it seemed to be a lot bigger than this, and I don't understand where the whole middle part of the plane's gone. There's nowhere it could have gone. It was only shot down a couple minutes, well, like half an hour ago or something like that. Well, in game time, but whatever. So this is the part where the frag grenades are going to come in handy, and if you have sensors, what I recommend doing is chucking them all the way around here, because this is well, I'm just going to tell you, you get ambushed on this part pretty much, and it makes it a lot easier because they surround you, and it's a lot easier if you know where they are, especially on realistic difficulty. So if you just do that, and then get your frag grenades ready, and then just get in cover, and then it's a lot easier. I think something's going to pop up now and tell me what to do. No, it's not. Okay, usually a tutorial pops up. That's good. Alright, cool. So like, as you can see, when they run into the sensor area, like they should, yeah, they shine red like that. So if there's someone left or the game's not progressing, you'll know where they are. It's pretty simple. It just makes it a lot easier so you know if you're getting flanked or not. Alright, I'm going to try this bipod. Oh, did I hit him? Yeah. Own. That's what you call a no-scope. Well, sort of. Whatever. I've never really been a fan of that sort of thing, but... Right, I'm going to try the frag out. Ugh. Oh. Oh, I still didn't figure out how you do that roll. Maybe if I'm in combat it'll do it. There we go, see? You have to be in combat, that's how you do it. Yeah, you just walk to the left and hold down B and he rolls. So, I forgot to change the trigger on this gun so it's semi-automatic, which is really annoying because it's harder to kill people in semi-automatic. Like, because in my old class I was using this for my, for my stealth weapon, now I'm using it as my main weapon. Probably not a good idea. But like I said, this whole mission should really be stealthy. I've just messed it up a few times. But you can do everything up to this point stealthily without being seen, so don't think that you can't. Which is why I picked this class. Which I'm probably going to go back to my original one for the next mission, even though there's a bit of stealth in it. There's quite a bit of combat in it as well. I think that's it. Is that it? Right now I just need to get a cool pose walking away. Hang on one sec. There we go. No, don't look. There we go. What's that? What's that? Well, oh, no, never mind. So, 78. Like, usually I get 100 on this just because the stealth is usually really easy, but I completely messed it up. But anyway, guys, that is the end of part 2. I'm not sure how long this has been, but I'll probably have to cut it down quite a bit. I won't miss out any parts, don't worry about that. But anyway, thanks for watching this series so far. Let me know if you want me to do a part 3. And again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.